Hey everyone, this is Rachel and welcome to another scrapbooking process video. If you hang out until after the video is through, there are always detailed shots of my current layout. Let's get going! Hey everyone, so I am once again at a crop and unfortunately I started this layout before I realized I had forgotten to turn on my camera. So I'd already kind of laid my photos out and I'd also trimmed one of these pieces in half so it was a 12 by 12 and then I just cut it at the 6-inch mark and just spread it across because this is going to be a double page layout. You'll see I also have these shaped circles. I had spent some time cutting out a whole bunch of different um, things on my silhouette. I believe these are actually from the Silhouette store. They weren't a free one. And so I went through what I was bringing to this crop and picked out pieces of paper and matched them up with designs to go ahead and pre-cut them so I could use them at the crop. So these circular designs are one of the things I cut out for this particular line. This is Simple Stories Forever Fall. And so what I'm doing now is just trimming down a couple of photos because I want them to fit better on that 6-inch dark paper. I am going to end up matting a couple of them because of the shading of the apple trees. We are apple picking in this particular layout. So because of the shading of those, I'm going to um, end up matting them in a little while. So right now what I'm looking at doing is I just trimmed out the 3x4 pieces of paper and I'm going to use one for a journaling spot, and now I picked out that 4x4 cut apart that says Farm Fresh, and that's just actually going to end up being my title. There's a lot going on, there's a lot of photos, there's a lot of color going on this layout, so I just wanted to simplify things by just using that as my title. So here you can see I was talking about matting some photos. I'm going to mat this one of my housemate right there, and she is um, in the shadows of a tree, and it turned out to just be a really cute photo, but because of all the shadows, I didn't want the shadowy photo on that dark pattern paper, so I just matted it in a brighter colored paper. Okay, and the papers I'm using are the 4x6 horizontal elements, 4x4 elements, gather together, give thanks, and the 3x4 elements. It was a little blurry, so I wanted to say them out loud, my little freeze frame there. So I'm just going ahead and gluing down a bunch of my items. I skip ahead because everything's going exactly where it was right before. I am going to stop right here because what I'm going to do is add that orange file tab behind that photo. And then I'm going to also start tucking underneath these little different circular gear-ish style things. In actuality, what they reminded me of is the tire in that one photo on the left-hand page on the bottom. I took a photo of the three of us standing around a tire. They have a bunch of different tires buried in there. I think it's a marker of some sort. I didn't ask. But so these are what those circular items remind me of. So I'm just tucking them behind in different areas of my layout. So this was a super fun day. We went to, as you can probably tell from the photo, a place called Lyman Orchards, and it's a very large farm, and they've got apple trees and pear trees and all sorts of fruited trees. They also do strawberries and blueberries and peaches and all of the regular other things they do, but this was in September, so it was apple season. So I am going ahead, as I said, continuing to get all of my photos down and just tucking those circular pieces in different sections, like just depending on what looks good to my eye. I don't necessarily have a formula to it. It's just what ends up looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and get this last circle down, and then I'm going to put the piece, the 3x4 piece that is going to be my journaling spot. And I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm putting it there upside down. I do realize this, but not for a while. I have an upside down pumpkin going on right now. So I go back to the 12 by 12 sticker sheet and I'm just pulling out various word stickers. Some of these are going to change once I realize I have something upside down. But I'm just going and adding some of the phrase stickers, some of the acorns, and then uh, I'm adding that heart to the title piece and a couple of the flower pieces. I was like, did I add flowers? I think I added flowers. I did indeed. So I am sorry, you are getting cut off just the very tip of the left side there. I do apologize for that. I am, as I said, scrapbooking at a crop, so my camera angles aren't perfect. You don't miss a lot, maybe a stick or two, and there are photos at the end, so you'll be able to see all of that. So here's where I realized that, that's upside down. That would be silly. Let's put that right side up. So where I had those stickers before runs into the banner at the bottom there. So I just moved those stickers up to the top. I'm also going to pull out some flare badges that I had specifically pulled to go with this kit because I had a couple of different flare badges that had acorns on them. And I'm like, I'm actually doing a fall layout. Find me all the acorns. Um, I also have these freckled fawn cork pieces that are gold trimmed, and those are very cute. I I think I ended up using all of the fall leaves. So all I have left in that are pumpkins, and it's like, ugh, I don't even know if I have another pumpkin layout to do anytime. I think I've done them all, and my nephew is now 18, so I don't know. Maybe I'll insist he work with some pumpkins so I can use some of those pumpkin cork pieces. He's usually pretty good about doing stuff like that. All right. I am also pulling out. What else am I pulling out here? I don't even know. I was laughing at myself in the pumpkins. Well, anyway, I'm going to do my journaling now, and as I've mentioned in many other videos, I pre-write my journaling on the computer and then I just copy it down. I find that's the easiest thing to do at a crop. I am going to mention one thing because I'm actually almost done here. I am going to pop up a photo in a second. When I went to take the photograph to do it, I actually inverted my pages and I actually like it this way better. So that's how it's going to go into my album. All right, folks, that is it for me. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy. Bye.